sexy when it comes to saving my money.
Because
that is wrong in so many ways. To everybody who's watching, don't buy it.
Two competitors from Nashville, Tennessee arrived with a company called Minuscal and a demand for $500,000 for a 20% stake in the company.
My name is Barrett Jocks, and I'm from Nashville, Tennessee.
Prom Carmichael, also from Nashville, Tennessee. We're seeking $500,000 for 20% of the business.
Now, 45 million Americans go on a diet each year. Something's not working.
We need more lettuce and fewer French fries.
That's where Minuscal comes in.
They claim that Minuscal is a pill and snack bar based on research that blocks fat. Their product prevents the body from absorbing fat's calories while escorting fat out of the body. They were requested for the samples by the sharks. They reported the bar and tablets didn't taste good after tasting them, and one of the competitors claimed that the pills decrease cholesterol.
Do we get samples?
I'm gonna give them to you right now.
Thank you so much.
Very welcome.
Oh.
Is this pill like in the Matrix?
Doesn't taste great.
What?
Doesn't taste that great.
So explain to me actually the result.
It will help lower your cholesterol. And we have the clinical trial that we did 12 years ago. It lowers cholesterol 17 to 20%.
He said that the pills will eliminate 100 calories from our diet. Shark number one denied it, and the other competitor then asserted that they had not made that assertion. According to him, they assert that the product will inhibit fat based on the user. After learning that they had just debuted, a shark declared that their business was nothing but air. Another shark claimed that $500K for a business at 20% is just too much.
At the same time, look guys, you know I'm a skeptic on all this stuff. You can't claim that it's going to reduce 100 calories out of what you eat.
We don't make that claim.
That's what he said.
Lowers cholesterol 17 to 20%.
Your t-shirts say minus cow.
That's because that's the brand name of the company. Minus cow. Minus calories.
Right.
Another shark informed the group that she was leaving because she didn't want to be associated with a product that reduces body fat covertly. The candidates' foolish comments were driving the sharks crazy. All of them were eventually let out.
And I know that it's dangerous to claim that certain products will do miraculous things like not have fat stay in your body.
But in my philosophy, the way I like to eat is ingredients you can see and pronounce, real food.
Here's where I'm at. $500,000 for 20% of a startup that has no revenue is way too high.
Neither one of us claim that if you take this product, you'll lose weight.
Look at your shirt. How do you lose weight?
Wait, may I please finish? We'll help you on your weight.
We'll help you lose weight, but it won't make you lose weight.
CEO of Tycoon Real Estate is California native Aaron McDaniel. He was asking for $50,000 in exchange for 3% of his business. The participant was explaining to the sharks how Tycoon Real Estate genuinely operates. Mark Cuban declared that he despises this and is leaving.
Tycoon Real Estate is a crowd investing platform that allows everyday people to invest in real estate for as little as $1,000.
I hate it.
I'm out.
Wow, Mark, that's aggressive.
Once you're here, you can look through our list of investment opportunities. There are a variety of different types, from residential to commercial, each with their own unique investment objective. Anyone can be a real estate tycoon.
The candidate also provided information on how to invest in their business to the sharks. Robert questioned the participant about how he could earn money from his investments. Mark was pleased with his inquiry. The competitor then responded to his query, and Kevin questioned the contestant about any fees associated with the investments.
How do I get my money back? How do I get the return?
Boom, boom, boom. Give the guy a cigar.
But walk me through a single model. Sure. I invest in that building in New Jersey. I give you $10,000.
Sure.
I assume I own some percentage of it.
That's correct.
I assume that building is taking on so much rent. I'm making money.
Let's say I want to invest in real estate. I can go online to one of the big players, Fidelity or Schwab. I can buy a REIT. A REIT is a real estate investment trust. Total liquidity. I can buy and sell it any day I want. I'm going to get my yield of 4.5%. Let's say I want to invest in real estate.
They're keeping 1.25% of the investment, and in response to Kevin's query, the candidate stated that REITs are not attractive. After hearing this, Mark exclaimed, "That's so terrible."
REITs aren't sex. Nobody brags about REITs.
That's so horrible.
But Aaron, who cares about sexy when it comes to saving my money?
Because
that is wrong in so many ways.
Robert claimed that he's out because making money from real estate investing requires chance. Once more incensed, Mark Cuban informed the contender of this dismissal. Investing in real estate, according to Lori, is hazardous and uncomfortable, which is why she's also declining. Barbara also withdrew because she claimed she couldn't trust the principal investor.
I think the Achilles heel in this, and it comes from years of investing in real estate, is your lead investor. Who is the lead investor?
Kevin made him an offer of $50,000 for 50% of the business. The competitor, however, declined the offer and indicated he couldn't go above 10%.
I wouldn't go anywhere higher than 10%.
Bummer.
You think I'm going to put my name? You have nothing.
Correct.
I have a proven model that raised $1 billion.
From Boston, Massachusetts, candidate Manish Sethi asked for $500K in exchange for 3.14% of his business. To stop the sharks from doing the undesirable habit, the candidate explained to them how his product works. Some of the sharks began to chuckle. Additionally, he mentioned mentioned their post-launch accomplishments.
Pavlok harnesses scientific methods that have been researched for decades. Our users have had incredible success in changing their behaviors. I've always had severe ADD. I could never get myself to actually get stuff done. I hired someone to sit down next to me and slap me in the face every time I went on Facebook. And it very rapidly trains your reptile brain to associate that uncomfortable stimulus with the bad habit.
This is based on the Pavlovian principle.
He also explained to the shark how he came up with the idea for his firm. The sharks received the samples too. After receiving the product Zapshot, the sharks became alarmed. Mark declared it to be gibberish when the competitor was responding to a question from Robert. Regarding the sales of his product, the candidate was debating with all the sharks.
Can you set it higher?
Yeah, I'll do it right now. All right.
Turn it back.
Turn it
now.
down.
Ow, wow, how do you turn it off?
More than 50% of our users break their habit in 7 days or less.
Let's leave the skepticism out of it for 1 minute. Explain to me why you're worth $14 million.
Number one, our sales are great.
What are your sales?
We actually just began shipping this week. We've sold $800,000 of revenue.
Wait, orders.
3/4 of the users were pre-orders and 1/4 of the users were prototypes.
You got a book that
These
has
are your
none of those studies are yours.
No,
They're just
no.
related
These
to
are
immersion
studies
therapy.
The contender was debating the sales of his merchandise with each shark. Lori opted out since she said this product was not for her. Barbara also left the session because she said it was difficult and exhausting. Robert claimed that the product's valuation was excessive and that is why he was absent. Mark was already upset with him when he revealed the reason for his absence.
As I say, things are either heroes or zeros. For me, this is a nowhere nearo. I'm out.
On pre-orders, it's too much.
Right, but you went so over the top with nonsense, and for those reasons, I'm out.
Kevin proposed a loan of $500,000 with 7.5% equity for 24 months and 3.14% equity to the man. Since Manish dislikes Kevin, he turned down the offer.
I'm going to put it on for 24 months at 7.5% and balloon payment me back in 2 years. If 1/3 of your projections are right, you can easily do that.
This is the problem. Damn.
There's
no problem.
And Mr. Wonderful, I can't work with you.
Beginning with the statement that college is expensive and I know it as a student, and every year it just rises and parents are forced to take student loans to pay the bills, and this puts many students in unsurmountable debt, Christopher Gray of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, who is seeking $40,000 for 15% of his company, Scholly, says that to escape the expense, students gotta achieve scholarships, which is extremely hard to find.
So that's why I created Scholly. Scholly is a mobile app that matches students with hundreds of potential scholarships, such as the state you live in, your GPA. I press match, and there you have it, a list of scholarships you qualify for, literally in minutes.
So Damon and Lori both make offers of $40K for 15% partnerships, and Damon also did the same, but in an emotional way by talking about his mother, and they both unexpectedly decided to go in a 50-50 partnership.
I haven't heard a whole lot, but I'm going to make you an offer right now. My offer right now is the $40K for 15%. I believe in you. I believe in what you're doing is good. I think that we will make it together, so I hope you just say yes.
I want to be part of this. It's really a personal matter. I started working at 10 years old. When I got to about the age of 17 years old, I wanted to go to college, but I had to work because I saw her working 3 jobs and there was no food on the table.
I believe in what you're doing. I don't care about how we're going to monetize it. I just want you to take my hand and say, deal.
Damon claims that he has achieved a $1.3 million scholarship in 7 months, and that the Shark Tanks love his idea and company. He even claims that it is not his profession, but rather his passion that he wants to help students like him.
You know what, we'll figure it out. We'll take affordable next steps forward. We will call the other Roberts and Cubans in the world to give us advice.
I'm willing to do it with Damon. Damon, if you're willing to do it with me,
absolutely will.
I think that you should just say right now, do it.
I'm gonna take your deal.
After that, Junior from Big D in Dallas, Texas, requests $500,000 in exchange for 10% equity in his business. He then describes his invention, the Tour, or World's Smartest Lockbox, saying that currently when we drive by a property, we have to call the agent, schedule an appointment, and wait for several days, or worse, weeks. However, wouldn't it be great if we could tour that property right away?
You to tour the world's smartest lockbox. Buyers and sellers to access the lockbox with or without an agent. I'd love some help. Sure. So imagine Barbara's driving down the street and she sees a property for sale. She pulls it up on the tour app. She immediately sends a request. Press the power button until you see that color wheel. There you go. Now the lockbox opens up. Okay. She'll grab the keys, tour the property on her own or with a realtor. Seller gets a notification saying Barbara's completed her tour, and now Barbara can leave feedback and be on her way.
He then goes on to explain how it works, explaining that it allows the buyer to tour the property. After viewing the property, she would place the keys back in the lockbox and press the phone's close button. When she asked for offers, one of the sharks on the show said that this was normal because he had seen the same lockbox on 15 homes in one day.
Last Saturday, I visited 15 homes in a day, each with an electronic lockbox on it. The agents just held their phone up, Bluetooth, they get in. So you have one incremental change on that. That's the only thing that you're doing that's different.
Junior tried to explain, but they didn't understand.
In one day on your own, as opposed to calling your agent, the agent calls the showing company calls the listing agent.
But why can't the company that already has massive market share do exactly this?
They're old, they're dated, their technology's old. They have no platform, they're so disconnected from realtors today.
So Kevin and Barbara made an offer of $500,000 for a 10% partnership and $400K of it as a loan and 18% interest, and he reduced his asking.
I'd like to join Kevin on his offer, but I need to have a contingency. This is enormously high risk.
$250,000 for 10% and a $250,000 line of credit.
Okay, we'll do $200,000 for the 10%, $300 loan.
Deal.
Yeah.
Good job, guys.
Good job, guys.